Hey, welcome to North Fork Armory. It's Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas, everybody. Tonight we're going to do part 2 of our Cloak Tuck series of reviews. So here's what I've got for us tonight. This is the Cloak Tuck 4.0. So that is the standard inside the waistband. If you followed Alien Gear at all, they had the all leather 2.0, and they came out with the 3.0. Now we're on the 4.0, which is part of the shape shift system. I've also got the mag carrier running inside the waistband, so we're gonna just have a little discussion on that one as well, kind of mix these two together. That's definitely in there, it's not coming out, so we'll look at that in a little bit, but I want to give some impressions of the 4.0. You will notice I'm completely taking my belt off, and for good reason. The 4.0 comes with standard clips, which I will show you here in just a second. It also comes with loops, and that's what I'm running today. So I just wanted to try this out. So before we really look just at the 4.0, let's compare it to the 2.0. So the backing size, quite a bit smaller, maybe 1.5 to 2 inches smaller that way. As far as that way goes, just a little bit less, you know, from top to bottom. One thing that I always struggled with this one a little bit was getting to my wallet in my back pocket, because this bit of leather would kind of poke out, and I haven't run into that problem with this yet. So another thing to compare though, and get in here really good, I want to show you this side by side, the bulk. You can actually, should be able to see, this one is a little bit more bulky. And when this system was first announced, before it was even released, and I saw the kind of prototypes and stuff, that was my concern, is that it looked bulky. And one thing that made me wait on ordering was hearing some people's reactions to it. Despite that extra bulk, it's still extremely concealable and very comfortable. In fact, comfort level, if you've seen any of my previous holster review videos, this has won compared to everything that I've carried concealed with, and this one is now beating that one. So far, I mean, I've only had this for a week, and I've run it in waistband just a couple of times, but it is far more comfortable than that one. So that's good. So a couple of features here. You'll notice we no longer have Allen screws holding everything together. So to change your ride height, adjustments, things like that, you simply twist those down and pull them off. And you can adjust it. So I like mine to ride pretty low. Very easy. You'll also notice it's only attached actually on one side. So it form fits the curvature of your body really well. That's probably why they could get away with a slightly smaller. But twist lock comes off. Previous video I mentioned that side was hard to get off because of the belt slide attachment. But I also mentioned it was only on that one. And it's really easy on every other configuration. So here we have an actual trigger guard, which the old system was missing. So got a trigger guard, and it is in there. It is adjustable retention, which I keep pretty loose on purpose. Yeah, especially in this configuration, because once you put it in your waist and tighten your belt, a lot of your retention comes from this pushing in, so you're no need to keep that tight. But also this little twist lock thing that holds these on, is what you can use to adjust your retention. And just to show you real quick, since we're here, you simply undo that, take it out that way. And then there's a full shell that slides on for some of the other options. The belt slide option that we had yesterday has this piece with the belt slide attached to it. That comes in your kit as well. So literally you get 4 complete different holsters. Now we'll talk about this a little bit more when I review the paddle holster soon. I really like the full shell, and as you can see, it is easy to change over to the half shell like this. But the full shell is what mounts onto like the vehicle mount and stuff. You can buy extra shells, and they come with the full and the half and kind of all that stuff. So I may do that. Just buy an extra one. So on the clips, these are the O, they call it the O clip, but it is a full loop basically for you to thread your belt through. So it will not come off. These don't come off unless you twist them all the way upside down. So with this being inside of your pants, I don't think that's ever going to happen. So with that configuration, this thing is going nowhere. Standard clip, just pretty much exactly like their old ones. Very rigid, very stiff, so they work. Also comes with the C clip, so that your belt can go in there. It's a little less noticeable is the logic there. This is tuckable, so you can tuck your shirt in around it. And that's the thought, is that is a little bit less noticeable if you're sitting there. And then the J clip, which your belt just sits on. So the only thing exposed if you tuck your shirt in is actually just that little bit. I don't wear tucked in shirts very often. And I can't imagine a time in my life that I would wear a tucked in shirt and need to conceal carry. I think if I'm tucking my shirt in, it's probably going to be something where I open carry anyway, so I'm fine with that. So this versus this, this one is definitely winning in the comfort. By the way, all of these carry options on Alien Gear's website, you can buy them individually. So you can buy just the 4.0 and it's going to come with this. So it is beating that. Well worth it. And then you can always get the other things as expansion packs later. So on to this. So this is now set up as the inside the waistband carry option, which I mentioned in the other video. So if you haven't seen it yet, look back one day and look at it. But same type of backer. This is a vented neoprene, and this, I think they call it alien skin. So same type of backer there, so it can sit in there against your skin. It protects sweat and everything else, keeps it out. Is comfortable, breathes. Obviously it's the middle of winter right now, so I haven't tested out in the hot summer sun yet to know if it's going to help with sweat, but that just clips off. Your tuckable clip comes out. Your outside the waistband clip goes on. You can change your cant and let this thing ride. I mean, even upside down, it's got good retention. It has adjustable retention, but you can angle this any way. Some people like them to sit a little bit forward, whatever you want. My preference is I prefer it in the outside the waistband or on the double holder. Wearing it inside the waistband, that's just a lot to add with already having a gun. But, some people might like that a lot more. I did wear it that way to the movies, and I will probably wear it that way at Christmas. So here's my thought. If this only came as that inside the waistband configuration, I probably would not like it. I like that I have the option to do that and to carry it outside because that's how I would normally do it. When it comes to retention adjustment, this is probably the coolest feature that Alien Gear has on this. When you slide that back right there, and it is able to come out because I've already done it. It's going to make a fool out of me today. There we go. That is the Allen wrench you use to adjust your retention. So it actually stores in there. That is not the same size for these or anything else that they have, but it does work for that. Snaps in there, and that's just where you lock in your clips. And you can twist that, and now your clip can't be released. So very versatile, good system there. If you have any experience with the shape shift, good, bad, or any other thing to say about it, mention it in the comments. So far, this one I really like. So far, the belt slide option that I reviewed yesterday is probably the one I feel the most comfortable with carrying. I just like it. It's outside the waistband, but it's not bulky and sticking too far out. But that's been kind of my favorite just for carrying all day. But this is fantastic. I can definitely carry all day with it and almost forget that it's there, which is great. So mention your stories down in the comment. I'm going to throw up a link to Alien Gear's website. Feel free to visit them. I'm not paid by them. I'm not endorsed by them or sponsored or anything else. So just a good American company that I have bought products from and have never been disappointed yet. So I do promise I will get to testing out the drop leg holster very soon. So I'll get that reviewed as well. But until then, I want everyone to have a safe Christmas tomorrow. And hit the like, hit the subscribe. If you feel generous, please do. And as always, carry on.